Hello folks, I'm Dean with Dean's Woodworking. Welcome to the shop. Y'all come on in and make yourself comfortable. Tonight we're going to do a really simple little project, and it's going to be a pull for a ceiling fan. So everybody has those ceiling fans all over the house, and they come with some of the cheapest looking things for fan pulls you've ever seen in your life. They are so easy to make and such a fun project, and it can be done literally from scrap wood. Tonight I have a pen blank in here, but literally as long as you've got 1.5 inches or 2 inches of material, you can make a pull. I'm going to do this one in the chuck. However, there's no reason you have to have a chuck. You can do it between centers. You can drill it on the drill press. I'm going to drill this one here. You can use your Jacobs chuck in your tailstock to drill it. I'm going to use a tool we made a while back to drill this one with. So I've got two little drill bits here. One of them is a 7/64 and the other one is a 5/32. The small one will allow this chain to go through. The big one will allow this little keeper to go through. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this thing round. We're going to check, make sure that we've got clearance on our tool rest. Put our face shield on, turn our lathe speed down, turn it on, and then we can bring our lathe speed up. And this is a small little project, folks, so you can bring that lathe speed all the way on up as high as you want. Right now we're about 1800 RPMs only because I've got it on the center pulley. Hear that rattle? That means you got a little bit more to go. You're not quite round. We're real good there. Okay, this is a little piece of Bacote, a Bacote pen blank. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the larger of those two drill bits, the 5/32 in here. And we're going to go in, about 1/2 inch. We'll slow the lathe down. It just doesn't quite need to be going quite that fast. And I came in and you put a dimple in the end of this with a tailstock so that I know I'm going straight up center. And really it doesn't matter how deep you drill that. The main thing is you just want to be able to hide this little piece up in there. So we are more than deep enough to hide that. We'll switch out our drill bits. Some of you have made this little tool and sent me pictures of it, so I know you've got one. And now we're going to go up and we're going to just push this as far as it'll go. Okay? So we know now that we can come in here and we can put our tool right there. We can make a mark. We'll go ahead and turn the lathe on and mark that so you guys can see it. We know our hole goes that far. Okay, so we want to come back just a little bit. So now that we've got that drilled, I'm just going to come across here. We're going to do a slicing cut right across that end. And so what we're going to do with this is we're going to just roll this end over. Hopefully you guys can see exactly what I'm doing here. So now that we've got that done, we're going to come back and roll this way. I'll go ahead and switch over. Let's just use a spindle gouge for this. So we'll just come in, we're going to waste away some wood here. Okay. So we're going to have that come into a little bit of a cove there. Going to have a little bit of a cove here. So basically, about as simple as you can get as far as design goes. And I just think that one's too big, so we're going to go ahead and take it down some. Okay folks, we're going to hit this with a little bit of sandpaper. It's small and it doesn't take much to sand it. I think that was 150 or 180. And hit it with a little 220 here. And we'll hit it with a little 320. Here's a little piece of some 500 that I had laying around. We'll hit it with it just real quick. Okay folks, that's pretty much sanded out. It's about as good as you're going to get it. We're going to take some of this antique oil finish from Minwax. If you look, I've got a link in the description where you can find this stuff, as a lot of people have a lot of trouble finding it. I use it just to put on and wipe off, give me a satin finish. Put on and let dry slowly to give me a glossy finish. And on some little small things like this, I'll use it as a friction polish. So let's come right in here and we'll go ahead and we'll part this thing off. And so we're into where we can again, folks, I am not putting a lot of pressure as far as holding this. Yeah, we need to take a little bit off this corner to let us get there. That should let us get it. There we go. Now with that done, again, we're just going to touch the top of it. Not much. This is a long chain. Obviously, we don't need all of it. We're going to push it right on through here. So sometimes this will happen. Why, I don't know. Maybe just the way it hits that end up there. But you'll have to go in and clean that out just a little bit. So what we're doing now. Okay, folks, on this one, 7/64 for some reason is not going through there. Sometimes, regardless of how carefully you measure it, you still find out you were a little off. So I put a 1/8 inch drill bit in this and just ran it through by hand. So what we do is we run that chain through there. Then we'll come in and put our little clasp on it. That clasp will bury up in there. So once you've got that through there, you can cut your chain to the length you want it. We're just going to say about right there on that one. We're going to put another one of these on this end. Folks, this has got to be about the simplest project you could ever make. Again, the little keepers and the chain you can get at the big box store. I will find it on Amazon and put a link in there to Amazon, so if you don't want to go to the box store and you want to just order it, you can. Those are affiliate links, so if you order on that link, I do get a small commission back. It does help the channel out a little bit. This is a simple little project. It takes no time to make one. You're making it out of literally wood that would otherwise be tossed away, or you can do like I did tonight and use a pen blank. It's up to you. But if you're a wood turner, chances are you've got some scrap wood laying around that you can use. It was just that I know where this one's going, and I wanted the Bacote in my office, okay? Folks, if you like what you're seeing, go down, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you've got requests or ideas, something you'd like me to do a video on, please let me know. But most of all, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy turning.